Hello and welcome to not a new stream. This is a new stream, to a totally new stream. This is totally a new stream. We haven't done anything else. Everyone put your quotes in to see what your Ruthie adage of the day is. So I did clear chat. I did clear chat so that because I thought it would work for this. It did not do that. Instead, I refreshed it and it worked. Did I restart because of the VoD? Yes. So my VoD channel, I was going to do all the co-working stuff on just one playlist, but then I thought it would be really cool since I do 99% of the game dev so far on stream. It'd be really cool if all of my game dev stuff was all separate in its own little category. So now it is its own category.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Well, I don't edit, and the only editing I do for my archive channel is combine VODs if I blue screen or the internet goes out or something like that. Hi, Crab. The cat came back. And he's sitting right here. So it's only, so I think that it would be cool if people wanted to just view like a game dev journal of the entire thought process of me making a visual novel, that it would be a lot easier than going to a co-working stream where the first 2 hours is literally me fucking around. Doing whatever I want. Sometimes I'm doing website stuff. Sometimes right now I'm doing overlay stuff. Like, yeah. So I'm really happy with the progress I've made in the overlay design ideas stuff, even if it's not completely done. I feel like we're going in a better direction. Hello, buddy. There's the same buddy. The same buddy is here. There you go. How you doing, Crab? Hope you're doing great. But essentially, first we're going to try and do a little bit more design for the main character, and then go to our obsidian thing to try and start figuring out the beginning of the game, I guess. I don't really know where to start. I've never made a game, so I figured we'll start working on like story stuff and choices and things. I also want to make a list of game mechanics that aren't specifically visual novel, so that way we can go and research him later, which I'll talk about in a bit, because I have ideas and I need those ideas to be written down because that makes it easier for all of us and me. I'm included. Isn't that right, Cat? There you go. Face the stream. They want to see your beautiful face. Okay, so previously on character design, we picked a color palette, pretty much. And this is sort of the basic color design. I don't know if this is the real design because I have some thoughts. So we're just going to call this Hollis V1. We're going to start doing Hollis version 2 to get us close to placeholder art that we can use to figure out how to code. I guess we'll put her whole name since we've got her whole name. Okay, so First things first, I kind of want to make a layer. That's not a layer, that's a folder. I want to make a layer. And I want to grab the colors. And I want to make little swatches. So that way I can always pick. These were all of our the options we were running through. I know I have them right there. But I want I want big ones. Cool. And then we can add to her palette as we start doing more. How do I spell palette? I think I asked you guys last time because I don't know how to spell. I need a folder. Hollis's designs, and they will all go into there, so that way the color palette can be right on top. There we go. I'm so good at this organizing thing. Anyway, this is version 2, Hollis. We can sort of get away from that, and I am going to start doodling. I've had a little bit of doodles off stream, and I sort of know how I want her like clothes to look like. Why did I do this? I don't like working on white, so I like working on like tan colors mostly. Okay, hey. So let's just work on a artist when they have to draw a circle. Deja vu. I have seen this place before. I am on the street. Okay, so here's kind of how long I'm probably going to draw a few different types of faces, a few different types of hair designs. I have a sort of basic idea of like, I want her to have short hair, because that'll be sort of easier to draw over and over again. And then you see one of those mutant artists that freehands an atonically perfect circle. I know. Oh my gosh. Some of these people are crazy. So we have I guess we're going to be starting with a little bit of a rounder face. I don't normally draw rounder faces. I usually draw angular and long faces. I say this is round, and I feel like I'm lying to you. So I'm gonna make it round. Under. My chins are usually like super strong, super angular, jaws super strong, super angular. So I was thinking, I did pass this idea along to a couple of people for a second because I thought about it for a long second. I was thinking, oh, why don't I just learn how to do pixel art? It would make it easier on me and blah, blah, blah. And then I realized the point is not to make it easier on me. The point is that I want to do stuff like get better at drawing. So, like, I should do this drawing because the point is to draw. At least one of the reasons why visual novels have interested me. Okay, so this is a lot rounder face than I normally draw. Eyes are probably going to be a little lower, like this. And this is just one design. I'm probably going to copy and paste this face a couple of times, so we can try different hairs, different eyes. Fair, but like pixel art isn't necessarily easier, so it's more about what challenge interests you the most if it's your project. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I was trying to get at, was that the challenge that interests me the most is not learning a whole new art form and then like trying to master it. The challenge I want is to learn how to draw backgrounds and draw multiple different people and stuff. So I think that there will come a time when I want to do pixel art because I want to make essentially a cosmic horror Payne's Creek killing, but it's pixel, because I thought it would be I've always thought it'd be cool to have like a murder mystery and like a Stardew Valley sort of design. But that's not what we're doing. Sorry, I have to stretch a little bit because my neck is being. I've been. Listen, having back surgery when I was younger wasn't exactly like super cool, but now I can't become a shrimp as easy. I have pretty alright posture 90% of the time. Okay. Do circle the eye. Why are you doing that? Because it's anatomically correct. I'm not exactly going for anatomically correct, but it looks better when you do that. I don't know how exactly I want to do her nose just yet. We can do something like this. Yeah, a little bit like that. Then we can do this. Sort of gets not exactly everything I want in life, but schnoz. Noses are difficult, but that's okay. How did I do that perfectly the first time? I'll never know. Okay, doesn't matter too much. Okay, so then I want her eyebrows. I've always been a big fan of chonky eyebrows. And then I'm a fan of chonky eyebrows, but I never commit to them. I always unchonkify my eyebrows. And then I think right now we're just going for face, so I'm not gonna face and a little bit. This is mostly what we're going for right now. I like to design the face first and then move down when I do that. Okay. Okay, schnoz. Okay. When we're also doing these designs, I need to also remember that even though we're not like doing a lot of hand animation, hand-drawn animation, or just animation in general, we'll just go with animation. I'm technically drawing with my hand. This is just digital, but whatever. I still have to make the designs at least basic enough to where drawing them over and over is not going to be a pain. This is so huge. That is not huge enough. There we go, much better. Itty bitty smile. I also kind of want to, almost like I want to draw, not the, I need to put those lips down. Looks like I'm making, it looks like I'm having her make a face at you. Maybe we can move the schnoz down a little bit too. That's not the schnoz. There we go. So I don't normally do really, really strong sort of outlines, but I also am under the assumption that this chick is wearing makeup, which is why we're also going to put in eyelashes. Wah, 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 wah. Would you wah already? Oh, come on. Gah, gah, gah. Gah. Fine, you get 2 eyelashes right there. You get no more. Means we'll do the 3 on this side. I usually do 3 on that side, but whatever. And we're also going to give her some chunky eyelashes. Maybe like that. Hmm. I know I'm going a little hard on this, but I think I want to make sure that I'm kind of trying to get to where I only have to do maybe one design, so that's why I keep like moving things around and trying to see what I like. I think I do like the face shape. We haven't gotten to the important part, which is the hair. Isn't that right? That's right. We haven't gotten to the hair yet. How do eyebrows work? Sometimes I just forget how a human face looks. That's not how an eyebrow looks like. I don't know why I'm stressing. The eyebrows are going to be covered. Also, ears. Guess they'd be more like that. I forgot how to flip. Gotta make sure that all of these are erased. Okay. Now's the hard part. I think I've got her face. It's a good face. Like, I like this face. Look at this face. Don't look at the nose. Not done with it. Okay. This actual layer is going to be... I've been really, really liking these sort of bangs. So let's put a point where we want the sort of origin stories. Like that. I've always thought of Hollis having these sort of middle, the sort of like bang bangs. These bangs. Bang bang. Bangs that I simply cannot have. The thing that I want to know is, how do I want to do these? Do I want to give her poofies? Or the like? I guess it's more like, what is her hair texture gonna be like? There, much better. Because I want her hair to be short. Be like right here-ish. Kind of want it to be like this-ish. I don't know if I want these like longer hair doots. Or if I want like it to be like, say, braided. Let's worry about the rest of her hair first. It would be coming from up here. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. Go with yours. You're not going to be shown. Okay, so we have something like this. Which are nice. There's these ones that I thought of. Since everything is so fluffy and angular, you could have a fun thing like this. And then no. There we go. Looking good. Hey, thanks. Hi, buddy. I mean, I think that this design's pretty good so far. Considering I did not have a actual like design concept for this character, other than I wanted her to maybe have piercings. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty good. Maybe we will remake the lady, but for now, I think the lady is fine. Hmm. Can't we get some of these? These. I don't know if I actually really like that. Or if I'm just gonna go with the. Whenever I do shadows and I want to keep them warm, I'll do red. Hmm. Either way, I think we've got a good first design. One of those first designs where it's like, well, good enough. I think we'll. Oh, right, that's right. This one needs a. There you go. I think she's probably going to evolve a lot as I draw her more and more, but I think this is really just the basics of like what I thought she would maybe look like. I did doodle a little bit off stream in my sketchbook of her maybe having these long, like braided danglies, but I think I like it not braided, which is good on me because I hate drawing braids. I'm not really good at it, which kind of also then makes me want to be like, well, you're not good at it. Well, then let's do anything off stream. Not really. It was more of like I was doodling and I was like, hey, this is kind of like it. Hold on. Go closer. I don't know if I can get you. So, do you see how I have these dangly bits? And then on this side, I had that dangly bit. It's because Yes, but don't be mad. No, like, that's the extent. I had two little sketchies. Maybe? This is also kind of the idea I've had for her hair as well. Which is kind of, as you can see, kind of what we got. Anything more than 0. It's always accidental. I'm doodling it and I'm like, hey, wow, this is probably really close to what I want to do. Do you think I ever do anything on purpose? She really pops out. And I know it's really just like, it's the hair. But I do think it's the hair and skin combo we've got. Makes her really pop out on the page. Well, of course I mean, that doesn't count. I'll kind of show you what I've been thinking about her in her I gotta look at a person real quick, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget how people look, and I gotta look at a people. Okay, so the sort of other idea I had for her. Sure, we'll do a unique pose. Maybe not a unique pose, just more of a pose. So that way I stop stressing. I'm going to stress. I'm so stressed. I think I've given her too thick of a neck. Oh well, that's okay. She's going to be redrawn over and over and over again. So I was thinking, that she needs bigger shoulders. Oh my god. Come on. Put a little meat on your bones, girl. Let's move you over. Thank you. Goodness. I'm having a very bad time. Okay. I have forgotten how to draw. Okay. Well, first, I did still want her to have, like, a choker. Because I never put jewelry on my characters, and I am pushing myself. And so we're gonna put a choker. Okay, so I need to go back to the basics because holy cow, I'm having problems visualizing how to people. That looks fine, right? Yeah, it looks fine. Just keep going. I think it's because she's half colored and half not colored. I have to like make the rest of it, and it's not. It is very much breaking my brain. I probably should have done the colored bit first. Okay, so I'm gobbing her shoulders. Okay, she's gotten shoulders. Okay, so there's a couple of ideas I have thought for her clothes. First, we have the a like a tank sort of situation, right? I know what we're gonna do. Thank you. Okay, wow, that helps me so much. It was really my worst enemy for a second there. Okay, so, ooh, look, you know what? She gets another necklace. We get 2 necklaces. Great. So we have this tank top situation. I'm a big fan of a tank top, but we have some other. There's like this sort of get up armpit. I need more. I need more girl. Thank you. So it'd be like this, and then it would have, maybe a logo or something. I need to draw more girl. The one that I've been really messing with is just my own personal design choice of me being existing is a shirt and then wearing plaid. That's what I do. Oh, gotta do the other side. Man, that was done so well. Good job, me. Wow. So this would be the a nice plaid. The shirt underneath is still like a thing. You could always do like a booba. By you, I mean me, a booba. We could do a booba right there. I don't think I want to though. A t-shirt of various design. There's also the other one, which is sort of like a multi-layer idea, where we'd be wearing this shirt, right? And then this shirt would have some sleeves, and then we'd have more shirt. We layer, because we don't know how cold it is. Her lineage? What? What do you mean lineage? I haven't given her a family tree. Oh. I mean, that one. Probably, uh... are you asking where the story takes place? Uh... Her? Oh, I don't know. All I know is that I want her to have alternative grunge vibes. Alternative grunge doesn't really matter. That's why I'm saying all of the other, like all of the designs I've been choosing have all been within that sort of realm. Dad's a muggle. Mom's a witch. It's a bit of a shock for her when she found out. Oh my god. That button being right next to that button really sucks. I think I like the tank top with the plaid, because I love drawing plaid. Booba! Yes. Boba! I don't normally draw Booba though, so don't get used to it. The ever indication. The tiniest of indication of Booba. I did not realize that that was also in the same layer. Ah. It doesn't even need to be a hoodie. It could, not a hoodie. It doesn't need to be, doesn't need to be a plaid. It could be a hoodie. There you go, or a jacket. My hands are in my pockets, so Ruthie doesn't have to drop buckets. Or hands. Obviously, these are this is just me. Nice. This. We could draw lace. We love drawing lace. Lace is great. We could also do a belly. This. Lace. Hello, welcome. I would look forward to seeing it. Do you want me to give her Jinko jeans? Because I will. This is a threat. I will give her Jinko jeans. How's the art going? You know. You know. You know how it be. The art. It be artin'. I was only going for a bust, right? Or not even a bust, just a headshot. And then I was like, but I like it. And so I kept going, and it's been my downfall. But you know what? A main character must be designed. I have to make it like all of this smaller. Because I wasn't planning on doing a full human, but I got it now. We're so far. I know, the slippery slope of my bad decisions. They're actually great decisions. I really like how she's coming along. I just feel like it's a bad decision because I said I wasn't going to do it like this. I was like, we're going to make multiple headshots, then we're going to try different things out. Yeah, right. Okay. I was a liar. A dirty, filthy liar. Trying to think, like, we're making this hoodie. What is this hoodie, though? What are we going to be? What is all the colors of the... What is the colors of the wind? Probably black or something. Also haven't really been keeping the whole middle thing either, so that's why everything is starting to shift over a bit. Belly button. We love belly buttons. Belly buttons are so good. Belt. Belt with spikes. Belt with spikes. Probably not. But belt. This is the biggest of jeans. Yeah. You could also have her cross her arms. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what? We're just going to ignore her arms. We're just going to make them go down like this. Okay. So her torso's a little short. Ah! Wrong button. So what if we... Just a little. Just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. I hate it. Put it back up. Is it too long? Oh, it might be too long. Sure. Okay. Oop. Got them hips. I got hipsies. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh. She's leaning. She's a leaning. Do you see how we're leaning? I need a grid. That'll help. I need to rotate. It's a little better. After we're done doing everything I said we weren't going to do, we'll go ahead and go to sort of like what game mechanics I want to implement and other stuff. Like flowcharts. It's a good thing we won't see her feet. Maybe I'll just give her giant fuck off boots. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll make her, I'll make her pants so poofy I won't have to draw her, her shoes. I have this very bad feeling I'm gonna do shorts. I like shorts. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it to the pants. Maybe I'll give her pants with like really big pockets. Right, you know the ones that have like these pockets? Kind of feels like they need to be a little bit longer. Yeah, cargo pants. That's what they're called. I'm glad someone knows what's going on. I'll have you know that this is really bad because I wasn't planning on going this far, or I would have had a reference photo because I'm not really good at drawing full body without a reference. Ooh, you know what? Ooh. That's the sound effects those shoes make. Perfect. I have so many problems with the proportions. But like that's kind of like the general idea, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I want shorts. I like shorts better. Because I like wearing shorts better than pants. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should give her a purse. Hold on, Mr. Mothman. I need my purse. Don't rescue me just yet. I need my purse. Okay, I'm done drawing. Don't want to draw anymore. Be gone. Okay. We are instead just like that. I know. I made myself mad because I was like, I'm just gonna do her head, and then it became more complicated. Look at all these guys. Operation Crypt Hollow right here. Watcher, get over here. And Hollis, get over here too. Okay. So. Get out of here. Go away. Flowchart of Doom. So, in this flowchart of Doom, now that we're in flowchart mode, first, can I link this? Add link to Mothman. Perfect. So I can just, oops. Gracias. Oots! Okay, so the reason why we're doing that, this is not the actual flowchart of Doom, which is well, the story. This is a flowchart of Doom, not the story flowchart. I want to look at our many cryptids and sort of divide the cryptids up on which one you're going to meet on which person's playthrough. So like, I had this idea of Bigfoot, doing the Loch Ness Monster. And meeting it on Bigfoot's, because I thought it'd be a fun, like, we're outside and then oh my gosh, it's Loch Ness Monster, and then you can choose to mess with the Loch Ness Monster or not. And I think that the or are they? Fresno Nightcrawlers would be. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Fresno Nightcrawlers can be with Mothman. So that's two of them. I think stop. I think the jackalope. Would, oops, I forgot I'm coding. No, thank you. Now, do I move him this way? Or do I just, yeah. I don't know how many we're gonna do. Ooh, I know what I should do. Hey, have a great night, Crab. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. We'll see you next time. Coming and hanging out to me yap about my game nonsense. Okay, let's actually write all these down. Actual vampire. I'm gonna like forego actual Bigfoot. We don't want to put too many. We kind of just want to put all the things that people are like, wow, so cool. I mean, I think there's a possibility. Can I help you? I have found a tiny one. Hello. Goodbye. Jackalope. So I think Fresno Nightcrawler, Jackalope. Jersey Devil. Lishy. Loch Ness Monster. Mermaid. Thunderbird. Vampire, which is the vampire character. So I don't need to do that one because we already have actual vampires. Werewolves. And the Yeti. I feel like the Yeti... I don't know what the Yeti would be best. Would we do it best with having it on Bigfoot's side? So that way we can make our joke of the Yeti and Loch Ness, or the Yeti and Bigfoot. Yeah, have that fun. Because I feel like that would be a fun rivalry. I think I want to put... So Mothman is probably going to be more coffee shop, library area, like library kind of stuff. And then the Bigfoot is roaming around and doing that kind of thing. Roaming around in the outdoors. I think it's fun that Mothman does like lots of reading and like decrypting prophecies and stuff, so that way he can go tell people even though people can't understand. Because some people think that Mothman is an omen. So it'd be fun if he was doing that. Like actual vampire. That one, that was like half, golly. I think I do want... Someone comments about how Bigfoot is looking really old. His fur is turning white. See, I don't know if we should have the Yeti be in both. I think it would be fun to have some characters in both. Like, I think the Fresno Nightcrawlers would be fun in both. Because they're just little guys. Having the Yeti show up and do things in both. Like the Yeti. Also, hi Pika. Where yeah. A lot of these are just going to be colorful background characters, I think, because there's a lot of people and I'm one person. So like I think I'll make the Yeti on both sides. And I think I'll do the same. I need like an area for like these guys to be away. And then the Fresno Nightcrawler can be over here. Yeah. And these are just characters that come in, that make an appearance in both. I feel like a lot of them are probably going to make an appearance in both, but I would like some that are over here, some that are over there. I would like the dragon to be for the vampire, though. The vampire. He's not a vampire. He's a spooky guy. Okay. I mean, it also... Mothman could also be like... We see more because we're running around with Bigfoot. I think the chupacabra at the coffee shop drinking goats, or I think it's goat's blood is the one that chupacabras eat. That would be fun. It makes me feel like we're gonna run into a lot of the like blood drinking ones. So we have like the vampire, the chupacabra, maybe the Jersey Devil. What is the Flatwood? I wrote down the Flatwoods monster because I know it's popular, but I don't really know much about it. So we're gonna do a quick Google. Hmm. All right. It doesn't really have like powers or anything like that. So I think we can put the Flatwood monster over here and then we'll think of something. We're given artistic liberty. We have 3 right now. So let's give us this one. I'm thinking mermaid would be fun to put over here. Because if we're going to be hanging out with the Loch Ness Monster, we probably can also hang out with the mermaids. And we can go crazy with that design. One of those sailors. Okay. I think he'll go to both. We can have the werewolves hang out with the actual vampire, and then we can make up our own dynamic with them. That'd be fun. do Thunderbird. Or maybe we can do the Jersey Devil? Why not? He hangs out in the forests. I think a giant, humongous bird is probably seen in both playthroughs. Ooh, the Thunderbird could also be seen probably with the vampire. Put it over here. There we go. Cool. Let's make the vampire purple. Why not? Uh-oh. I just wanted this. Give me that. Thank you. All right. Ah, yes, the flowchart of doom grows. All right. We have put away all of our cryptids into to a specific place. Next thing we're gonna have to do is put the cryptids, design the cryptids. Okay. I will start. Which is the one that I said would be at the... I think I'm going to make a coffee shop. Which will be fun to explain as like, yeah, this is sort of like how your brain is your brain is deciding this is a coffee shop. Just don't think about it too hard. We're at a coffee shop. So maybe I'll have in our next flowchart of doom or session, we'll have maybe like one or two places that each of the main love interests visit. So Mothman, I have like a coffee shop, and then we can see everybody. And then the then a library. I think a library would be really fun. And then like Bigfoot can go to like a meadow, or a lake. I think a lake would be pretty good. And then like the forest or something, because we're outside. Bigfoot's an outdoorsman. Mothman's a nerd. How do I want to make another canvas. How did I make flowchart? I want another flowchart. Give me flowchart. Or give me death. There we go. New canvas. Yay! Okay. This canvas shall be named... I didn't think that far. Shoot. Story canvas. There you go. Story flowchart. There we go. Can I move this up and down? No, it is. It is alphabetical. Okay, so the story starts. First, a tutorial is going to be where it starts. This tutorial is gonna have Watcher is the tutorial. I don't think I'm gonna have any choices. We open. I think I'm gonna just do this, just a couple, just like these two, and then we'll go to our rundown and make a new entry in our rundown. I'll probably just put it down here of essentially story mechanics that I want to implement and keep, like, essentially this is our dev diary. A dev journal. So watcher tutorial. Phone rings, right? Rings. There we go. And that's gonna be the beginning. We're gonna put you all the way over here. I don't know if I'm gonna want to do a story where it goes this way, or if I want to do a story where I can scroll up and down. I feel like it'd be almost easier to visualize, at least for me. Because then it's like, okay, phone rings, right? And then it'll be, which is a choice. This is a choice I want to have, that I don't know if I want it to have consequences later on. I want things to have consequences. To pick up. Don't pick up. If you pick up, how couture of you?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
That's right. I'm only doing this because this is secretly a Star Wars game. Essential features for a visual novel. So the those come in the engine. Anything that you think of a conventional VN, so like speed control, auto control, like auto, whether it go like how fast it goes, they can choose how fast it goes. You know what? Let me, you know what? We will consider this done, and I will pull up RenPy, and I will show you what is normally in the engine, and then I'll tell you what I want to add. If it doesn't take 8 years to load. Did I click it? I did not. I think I can just open this. Launch project. Ah. Can I? No. Okay. So welcome to Cryptid Hollow 1.0. Yeah. So this is what, without any coding, without anything at all. I think I can apple out of this. I can't. I cannot. You guys can't see. Without anything else. We can do load. They do all of the saves for us. Preferences, windowed, full screen. You guys can't see it anymore if I do full screen, so. You can do skip unseen text after choices, transition, choose speed, time. I think this is for like, I don't know what it's for. Volumes, volume control, because we have different sound channels we can do. as Renpai about help. This tells us advance. So enter advances the dialogue, spans advance spaces. Arrow key is the rest of it, unless I do something weird. And you know me, I love doing stuff that's weird. But probably I'm not going to do anything that goes outside the realm of what happens. Yeah, Renpai has the basic of basic. Like, they are what visual novel people use, and you don't really need to know much coding in order to actually use it really well, especially if you're trying to do something normal. I think the things that I want to do are not... Oh, hey, there's the canvas. I think the thing that I want to do is not going to be the, like... I don't think it's outside the realm. I would just need to go, like, research it. But essentially, I think they'll be all flag-based, but I want to have a rudimentary inventory system. Essentially, I want certain flags for things to remind you of choices you've made throughout the entire game. Because if you remember the flowchart of Doom, you keep going back. You go to the ending, you keep going back. You keep going back before... Oh, that's a good mechanic. I really want to help out with, like, I want to make my story really expansive, and then I want it to be easy to find all the story choices after you're done with it. But if you remember the way my flowchart works, is the ending is a question mark, you do Cryptid Hollow, and then you have to go back and romance the other person. I think that will be sort of explained. It will be explained that, you know, if you want to progress, you're going to have to go see what the other guy has to say. So then we befriend the vampire, and then the ending, right? So I want a rudimentary inventory system that keeps charms, items, or mementos throughout the playthrough. So you know how we have that overarching, like, the overarching story of you having to go back and experience other things. It would be cool if, say, you went through Bigfoot's playthrough, Bigfoot gave you a flower, and then when you looked in your inventory later, you you can, like, hover over it. This is my idea, is you see it, you see the flower at the beginning of your back answering the phone. You would be able to hover over the flower, and it'd be able to be like, the flower Bigfoot gave me. This is weird. I don't even know what this means. Or maybe even not have any of that. Just more of just like, here's something to remind you that this is a decision you've made. Flowchart UIs. I like the so I would like a rudimentary inventory system. Mostly because I like the idea of you opening up your inventory and being like, oh, I brought my cigarettes, and you have them right there. Or something like that. I had other ones and I cannot remember them. Oh yeah, a journal. We're being a journal slash bestiary. So since did I spell bestiary right? Is this a real word? It is? Is it bestiary? That was bestiary. I'm keeping that. Ugh, that's gross. I don't like it. I hate the English language. Okay, so journal. Ugh. So the bestiary slash journal system. Here, we'll just do this. I want. Do you remember in The Longest Journey how the girl would write down journal entries and it would explain everything that happened, but from her point of view? I would like that. But also, I would also like that when you cite or when you see a cryptid or folkloric character, since I'm also doing just folklore stuff too, you get essentially explained what the monster is. So, you know, I would go and do some research, and then if someone's not familiar with the Flatwoods monster, it would have a summary of what the Flatwoods monster was, when it was spotted, and essentially provide more context that you don't need to be ham-fisted. Like, it would be, if you want to figure this out with other than personality or mentions of what they do, yeah, it would be the lore dump area where I don't know, I don't even think I would do it in a tier system. It'd be like, yeah, codex. So story thus far in Hollis's words / codex or lore dump area to explain the monsters in more depth. Probably not like book length, but more of like, this is where this came from, if you want, and then like sort of give them enough to where you get a general idea. Like, I don't need to explain to you the full history and context of a dragon. I just show you like different cultures that use dragons, and this is just for dragons. Or for vampires, it'd be like, there are these different types of vampires, or, you know, like, or Mothman, or Fresno Nightcrawlers. And then I do like the idea of an alert for a big decision that needs that like, I don't know if I would want it to be, I don't know if I would want it to be like an option someone can turn on and off, or if it'd be something that I would just have. This one sounds more of like a game design than it would really be a mechanic. Because what I could do is, if I want you to save before a big decision, you could make the text box look different, the option box look different. I don't know if auto saving in a VN, I don't know if that's something that normally happens. I thought a really cool mechanic would be when you get to the end And our vampire character, who has no name at the moment, gives you essentially a charm that would then flag. He would give you the option to replay the game as many times as you want, and it would give you this little charm, like the charm or whatever. It would show up in front of options where you were missing like art. Yeah, almost thinking like it would be like a new game plus, but you would still be doing it. It would still be like, I guess I could say like new game plus. So that way, if people want to go and get everything, new game plus additional journal unlock. This is obviously something I don't. Any of these that we make up in terms of like game mechanics or stuff we want to do, obviously this is just wishful thinking. Who knows how it'll work in implementation? But in my perfect world, new game plus would be like the additional journal, and it would show you all the stills. This would be cool. I don't know if I'd be able to do it, but it could show you the stills of what area, like what you've gotten and then like blank where you haven't. And then you could click on the like area before this one. This would be tough. I'm like running through how I would make that happen, and it'd be tough. But in a perfect world, you'd click on the main choice that leads you down a certain path, so that way you could be right there immediately, so you can zoom through everything. So like additional journal unlock, skipping around flowchart abilities, collecting all the mementos and charms. I haven't really thought of how I want to go about that. I don't know if it's like charms on charm bracelet, or if it's like pins for like a pin or a patch. Not like a game patch, but like a iron-on patch or something. I just thought it would be cool to have little things. This is also something. Mementos show up in the menu, or in the start menu. So I would love to have a start menu that's constantly evolving with the things that you find. And obviously it would be sort of like a look at something, like for example, we'll just say a desk, and each memento has its own place, and as you get it, they go different places. So your start menu evolves as you play. Hey, thanks for the follow. Obviously, before I can do that, mementos. If I could spell mementos, that'd be great. There we go. Then mementos show up in the start menu would be my absolute like want. That's really it. Like the inventory system would be something that you could just pull out while you're playing. That's something that I think would be really fun. I don't know, now that I'm kind of speaking, I don't know if this would just sort of turn into this. The journal bestiary area. obviously we're going to think about more about this. I don't think I'm super, now that I've been yakking about it, I don't think I'm super married, I guess you could say. I'm not super married to the idea of having an inventory system if I'm going to be having them at the main menu. I do definitely want the journal in bestiary, so I feel like I'm going to have to change the menu area in some capacity. Probably going to have to merge things together. New Game Plus. So some of these I think are more of, and then the New Game Plus, which is like essentially helping the player and guiding the player to get all of the items. Because the game is aware it's a game, because of course I'm making a game that's aware it's a game. And then mementos. I'm honestly just like, man, what could I make my drawing workload even bigger? That's what I feel like this is. It's what I feel like every idea is. Because I'm gonna have to make the menu ideas. I'm gonna have to make what the journal looks like, and we're still working on Hollis. Which, to be fair, Hollis is may I mind if I ask an involved question about your thoughts on using Obsidian for world building? So I just started doing game dev stuff. Put a pin in my previous idea, and we'll forget about that pin because I'm probably not going to go back to it. So Obsidian, this is the first project that I've used Obsidian for, and I've used things like Novelpad, Google Drive, Notion. So I've used different platforms for Obsidian. Shh. It's okay. I will just, it'll take me real quick to show you why I think you should be doing Obsidian, especially if you're trying to do game dev stuff. For one, flowchart of Doom. You can pull, oh man, I need to put Hollis's bust here. Where is Hollis? Hollis is the only one that has art right now. You can slap characters that you've made, or multiple times if you're silly like me, move it around. You can connect. Wow, so cool. So a lot of this is probably going to change. You see these links. I can zoom in. This link goes to the Bigfoot page, which is under the cryptids right here. By the way, everything you're learning is going to be learned through my visual novel. I have a folder for all my pictures, but any pictures, I literally pasted this from the internet and it made its own thing. Background, my 2025 goal is to make my dream game. I gotta start with world building. Oh, okay. Want to make a good way to connect the dots and stories together, but I feel like the doc format is limiting for character sheets. So you do have the graph. I've seen one of the main things that I think convinced me to use Obsidian was I saw someone using Obsidian for their D&D world. And this right here is not really what he was using it for, because I haven't organized it, but you can do filters, groups. What is this? Ooh, that's really cool. Anyway, so I'm still also learning. I'm learning this program. I think that if you're going to do world building and you are starting today, or January 1st, whenever you want to start, you should start with Obsidian and try to get used to it. And that will be the best way for you to decide whether or not Obsidian is good, because I love it for the flowchart. This is where I'm brain dumping, you know, in all the pictures, my characters. I'm gonna have locations. My visual novel is not that big, so don't look at it too much. You can make daily notes. You can freaking code in here, so you can like make code and stuff if you really wanted to. I have other ones. The reason why I say that you should start with it if you're interested in using Obsidian is because I at one point tried to import my D&D world into here, and my D&D world with my players is extremely established, and it was way too much. But I think you could totally use it because it has way more, the fuck was that? Way more options and stuff than even what I am showing you. I honestly think that connecting stories and characters together, I think the filters is probably orphans. Hello, buddy? Sorry, my cat. Excuse you, sir. I think you can try Obsidian for free. I don't even think I paid for it. I think you can get Obsidian for free. So I honestly think that I do recommend it, but I don't know how your brain works, just like you don't know how my brain works. But I do think that this is a really powerful tool that if you kind of unlocked, it is really cool. I really like it a lot. They have different ways to show different stuff. And I could not tell you because I don't need stats. Does that make sense? Ooh, I am not going to do that. Thanks. Delete. So far, it's basically done everything I want to except the character page. I prefer some other software that's more like Airtable. Yeah. I haven't tried to really do characters. I think unless you're willing to make canvases and chuck pictures in here, I don't think because this is what I have for my character of Hollis so far. This is my main character. This character design has changed a lot in just the one doodle we've done. It's not like you can really resize pictures very well, like at all, actually. I don't think you can resize this at all. I do like that whenever you chuck it into a canvas, it shows up, but I haven't been using this. This is the first actual project that I've been using this for. And so I can only vouch for it as much as I've used it so far, and I haven't really used it very much. But because I'm pretty sure it's free.00, free 99. Yeah, it's free. So I think you should try it because it's free. You know what I'm saying? Also, but you know, like also it's totally okay that if you prefer some other place to keep all your character stuff, that's fine. Like, that's fine. You can still put character things in here. Like, you're gonna have, I think I'll make it work for now and then explore other options. There is stuff like Notion. Notion's more of like Excel spreadsheets, but more complicated. There's GoodNotes. I use GoodNotes for it. These are all like notebook apps. That's not really what you want. But hey, if you're gonna make your own, why not? It would be really funny. It would make for a really funny story later in life if you're like, yeah, I was making my dream game, but in order to do that, I had to make different software. Like, that would be super cool. I'm sure you could find, not that I have done much of my, I have not done, I only know Python. I have not done any trapezing in the internet to find open source stuff. But you know, you could, I say do it, make it. You know what? You won't. You won't. Do it, you coward. Bet. Awesome. I'll be your beta tester. Make the world building app of your dreams. Oh, World Anvil. Have you tried World Anvil? World Anvil's more for D&D, but I mean, if you're making a fantasy setting, that's basically D&D, right? What is the dream game? You need to give us more context while I make my new art list. I'm gonna make a list. I ain't checking it twice though. You can add external links. Bet. Code. See, code. Math. We love math. I don't love math. Task list. I don't know if I want to do a task list. Should I do a list? I should do a list. I'm gonna do this one. Yeah. It's a game in the same gameplay / 3D style as Tunic, but it's a story-based linear progression action game based around crafting with mushrooms. You don't understand. I freaking love mushrooms. Okay, in my line of sight, which you don't know this, but there are shelves up here. I have 4 mushroom books. Wild mushrooms, how to prepare mushrooms. Mushroom, northeastern of the United States, fucking mushrooms of the Northeast. It's just mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I have more mushroom stuff over there. Load bearing mushroom, but hold on. Okay, listen. You guys can't see my stuff. I've organized it. See? It's less dangerous. Okay? Hi, Steiny. Where's the precarious binder? Oh, I put it you're over here. I put it elsewhere precarious. Don't worry, it's still precarious. It's precariously out of frame. Could fall at any moment. If I have an earthquake, that thing is falling along with like 6 other books. They're notebooks, but like they're still books. Sounds like you have not much room for anything else. This is not a cry for help. This is a yell for war. Anyway, that sounds really fun. I like it. You should do it. Not that you need my permission. A random person on the internet with several cats. I have wild mushrooms, mushrooms of the northeastern United States and eastern Canada. Some of these I can't read because they're not facing the right way. Good mushroom, bad mushroom was the other one. What was the other one? It was how to prepare mushrooms. That's right. Good mushroom, bad mushroom. Mushrooms demystified. I have other ones, but I couldn't tell you. Listen, I'm very proud of you. It sounds really cool. Hurry up and make the damn game already. I'm sorry. That was very mean of me. Ah! I fucked up. It just sounds really cool and I want to play it. Here, I'll tell you about my game. My game is a visual novel about dating Mothman. Well, dating cryptids, but Mothman is my focus. The next game I want to play, because I already have the next game I want to play, or to make, is a pixel murder mystery detective game, because I love detective games. I love detectives. Ah. Okay, Hollis Philbuddy. Hollis F-Buddy. Okay, so Hollis full. Hollis half. This is why I'm making my art list. Yes! Yes! Did you see that? Did you see it? Did you see it? Hollis! We can make... This is great. Okay, Hollis half. This is half buddy. Full buddy. Anything else? Like for... This is just like a first run. Do you know of anyone else? No? Okay. Ooh, Watcher. Fart body. Half body. Full body. Well. Okay. And then... Hey! Thank you so much. You could have given your Prime to anybody, but you gave it to me. We just met. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Don't we need a couple different angles? This is what I'm calling the, I wouldn't say placeholder art, but this is like the minimum amount of art we need to get going. Ooh, how about that? Minimum art. There we go. Or, because I like it, I want it to be at the top. Sorry. It yelled at me. Minimum. I did not spell. Minimally necessary. Minimum necessary. Okay, so Hollis Watcher. And then I think for the most part, most of the cryptids will not hello. Mothman. Bigfoots. Because I don't think that I need, like, all of the other random cryptids and folklore monsters that we're using. I don't think they really need like I can deal with them being like full on standing T-pose or whatever, because they're not like the most important, and I bet they'll be probably the easier ones to get through, except maybe the goddamn dragon. Give me. Hey, thanks for the stretch. Give me 1 second. I'm so excited for Yeti. Jelly made that joke before. When he was like, the Yeti should just be a different color palette for freaking Bigfoot, and now I'm so excited. Where's the Tonys at? You know what? You're right. Where's Tony Hawk, the real cryptid? I was thinking that, like, in like wide shots of like a coffee shop or something like that, it would be cool for also the ones that we talk to or like have an interaction with if I made like fun little cryptid monsters of you guys here suffering as I make a game, suffering with me. Oh man. Have I ever played Beyond Two Souls? I sure have. I did not. That was the way before stream days, though. Only if only I had a Pika Devil to work at the bar. Okay, you know what'd be really funny though is if like the Pika of the Watcher verse was also in there too. I think it would be funny. I just think it'd be funny if I already want to make up concept art for all of our characters. It would be so funny if like Vlad and James and Carla and Watcher were like at a table and Pika was there as like a nod to the people if you know the story. What I think of it, I did not like it from what I remember. I did. What's his name? What's his name? Because I always called him that. Okay, listen, I can't tell you what name. The reason why I couldn't be like, all right, here's the name that I don't is because I call him Daddy Defoe. Because he's your dad in that game. And sometimes it's the only way I remember him, and that doesn't help because I didn't remember his last name, and I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna know if I say that. Although how I used to have little animated dudes on screen. Yeah. So with the stream overlay, we're gonna have a new mascot. He's very spooky, but also we love him. I'm not gonna show you because he's not pulled up. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I have to show you. It's this guy. Get out of here. This is our guy. He eats planets. He's a black hole. When he opens his mouth, which is his whole face, it's a black hole, and every time it goes in, a light will shoot out. Anyway, that's all you get. Save, sure. The closing credits shows a group sitting at a table with dice and map of a world game and books. Speech bubbles like, hey, Jelly. Okay, Jelly, if you want Mothman to try it. That would be really funny. That would be so funny. We have a long way to go before I can get... That would be great. Oh my god, that's the secret ending. No, I think the closing credits would be really fun. I think the closing credits would be really fun. We're sitting at the coffee shop place. Yeah, pretty good. I like it. I like it. Yeah, the extra scene for the secret ending closing credits. Yeah, like if you get all of the stuff, no, you don't get an ending credit scene that's worth it. You get an ending credit scenes of us being goofy as shit. We'll make up the whole end credit scene right at the end. I think in the, you know what? I literally can't go into what I was going to say without like dumping so much ideas at you at one time. I'm trying to be good and not doing that. Art list made. Actually, let's do a little formatting. I love me some formatting. My heart. Wait, hold on. Can I? No, there's no underline. Ah! This is the worst thing that's ever happened in my whole life. No. Your first time with the credit scenes, it shows placeholder art for ending 1, 2, and then at the very end cards, it's just placeholder for a secret ending, so it tells everyone there's multiple endings and a secret best ending. I like the idea of the actual secret ending not having a card. I don't know. Obviously. This is for later. But that's really funny. And at the end, it's really funny. I like joke endings. I think they're great. Okay, so art stubs. To art list. Thank you. Let's do. Okay, when's the next time I'm gonna be? Next one, Wednesday. Next Wednesday is freaking Christmas. Oh, shoot. Am I going to be doing game dev on Christmas? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stream on Christmas. Okay, what I was going to do is I was going to put the date of next stream that would be doing game dev and then giving ourselves a little list. Instead, I'll have to do something even goofier. Insert the game dev stream here, and then we'll make a list. I did see it. I did see kind of how they did it, but I don't know how. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Next stream. I'm not done yet. I'm just telling, well, this is getting kind of late, so, but here's what we're gonna do. Next stream. We're going to do a Hollis half body. Ooh, another minimum art list. A background, just a background, any background. Okay, Hollis half body. What else do I want to do? Ooh. A map. That's a good idea. Map. At least a basic map. I don't know if it's going to be someplace where we're going to choose a place to go experience a story, but it would be nice to have a basic map of Cryptid Hollow, which is just its working name. I don't know if we're going to keep Cryptid Hollow because it's not just cryptids there, but that's a later Ruthie problem. Hollis half body. Basic map, which should be easy to do. And then I want to try to balance actual dev stuff with art. Because if I don't, I'm going to have all the art and no dev. Which, honestly, it really feels like most of the game dev stuff is me figuring out what the story is, and then I will code it later. But, a basic map. I say work work on first scene choices. I don't know, I think this work on story is fine. Work on story, finish first scene flowchart. So that way we can start working on the actual, like, we'll pull out an actual story doc, probably a lot like this, where I just brain vomit everywhere, like I always do. I think this is a good list. We're starting to hammer out Hollis a little bit. I should have done, I kind of want to keep track of even if it's not done, because it's not, it would be really cool to make sure that I keep exporting Hollis every time. Or just any characters, so we know, like, this is version 1, this is version 1.0. Blah, 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 blah. I think I'm pretty committed to, like, having, that's not the right person. Like, here's Hollis's 11 design. I want her 12, 19, 20, 24 design. Hello? Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. Which I know isn't done. So we started from this. We sort of got to this. I really only meant to draw the face. That's why I have a wonky body right there. But I think it'll be really nice. I think I'm going to keep redrawing her over and over until I can draw her pretty quick. Because the thing is I'm going to have to draw her a lot. You know what? Is there a freaking dark mode? Go away. I gotta look at this. I want a dark mode really bad. Thank goodness they have spell check. Because I am not. Appearance, there we go. Base scheme color, dark. Oh! Amazing. Perfect. Now I am not blinding your eyes. Perfect. I can also do this too. Nice. And by me, I mean, by you, I mean me. I don't want to be blinding my own eyes. Okay. All right, folks. I think that's a good place to stop for now. We got a lot done. A lot done. We did a lot of designing today. My skills in design are increasing. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Ghosts of Tsushima. If you want to archive, if you want to go see what is going to be a long saga of me doing game development. That that link will provide you with all of my VoDs. Go team. Let's us see. I don't really have anyone online. Oh no. All right, you know what? Let's go see if we can find someone. Ugh. Every time I'm always like, ugh. I pull it up and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it to him. What are we thinking today? You know what? Let's see if is anyone playing RimWorld? I'm down for a RimWorld stream. That's people. Someone is doing RimWorld while working on art. That's cool. We have someone's VTuber that looks like a worm. That's cool. Ooh, we have someone running with all the DLCs. Let's do that. We're going to see the person who's running with all the DLCs. I'm going to go ahead and put the link just in case you get lost, because I have finally been a part of a raid that went wacky where I stayed and they went on without me. So there you go. If for some reason you get lost, that's where we're going. I'm currently living through 3 minutes of ads. So I'm waiting for a second. So you all don't have to suffer. Hopefully I don't immediately drop you guys off and then whoa bam. Instead we'll talk to the cat. Hi. Buddy, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I got bonked right at the beginning. Hello, Gato. Tell us your secrets. Hey, cat. Please, tell us the secrets to world domination. Riveting. Do cats take shifts? Yes. Or is it just first come, first serve on the pedestal of victors? You know what? It really is first come, first serve. Or if Coop is here and he wants my attention or he wants to be on the pedestal, it is a king of the hill situation. But the majority of the time they take shifts. Like, he'll leave and then one of the other kittens, Dagger will come in, Beans will come in. So, yeah. I am always under surveillance. It's true. How did you figure them out? The cats are feds! I know. All right, time to put away my drawing tablet. One of these days, I'll start doing the whole working off stream, but not this week. This week I've got Christmas parties to attend, D&Ds to run, stories to write, X-Files to watch. I should totally run a RimWorld. In other words, I'm going to avoid my problems like always. Well, I'll increase. I think right now I've reached. We're not at the point where I think that I can do game dev by myself. Start raid. All right. Anyway, I don't think I am quite ready enough to do work on my thing without you guys. Like, I haven't gotten to the tedious part where I'm gonna have to code 100 things the same way to get it, you know, to do it right. We haven't gotten that far, so I like the idea of you guys being able to give input on my designs or input on my story. But when we get to the actual tedious part, that's probably when I'm gonna mostly work on it by myself. So for now, I'm not gonna work on it. That's my excuse. I'm instead probably gonna work on my learning pixel art so I can be ready artistically for the detective game, you know, that we'll get to in like 2 years. Okay, anyway, bye. See you later. Ta-ta. I'll see you tomorrow for Ghost of Tsushima. Wahoo! And just think, the week after next, thank you so much for the, I love, hey, thank you, Paste. Remember that the week after next is going to be New Year's, and we're going to be doing our New Year's shenanigans. I will get on Tuesday and stream so we can do shenanigans. Okay, love you. Bye. See you later. Ta-ta. Goodbye.